We are reflecting on Mendelssohn here this month, and we're also reflecting on youth. What's the connection, David, between Felix Mendelssohn and youth?
Well, in this article, the biggest connection is the fact that when Mendelssohn wrote his octet, which is what this article is about, he was only 16 years old.
16.
Which is really an amazing feat. And I think that, listening to the music, you can hear that youthful spirit.
What were you doing at 16?
At 16 years old, I was in high school. I was doing some theater. I was really into Japanese anime.
Yeah.
I was writing a story about people in space.
There you go.
But I was not writing Mendelssohn's octet.
But you could have been.
Well,
it's possible, right?
Sure.
So that's my next question. How can Mendelssohn inspire young people today? They're 16-year-olds maybe watching right now. How can it inspire them?
I think that, when you look at these composers or just anyone who was able to accomplish something great like this at a young age, the question you should ask yourself is not, why am I not doing anything this cool? No, don't ask yourself that question. Just remember that whether you're 16 or 15 years old, just remember that even at that age, you do have something to say, and you do have beautiful music or beautiful stories or things inside of you that you can share with others that can really impact other people's lives and perhaps can even last for hundreds of years after your death and continue to inspire people.
Well, I think it's really important, David, to be creative at a young age, to kind of, work on that and explore new ideas, because it can lead you down a path, and you may end up in that career or something like that, and you have the time, perhaps, to be creative, and you have the youth, the energy to do that. So I think that's important. When you get older, you may not be willing to explore those creative outlets as much.
That's right, and that's something that you can hear in that particular piece of music, I think, when you listen to it. From the first measure, you hear already this kind of unbridled freedom as the strings immediately start sailing into the theme of the first movement of the piece. You can feel that sense of youth, that hope, that aspiration, that sense of anything being possible.
Yeah.
And it's really, and that's what I mean. Even as a young person, you have something to share. And that's something that Mendelssohn shared, and it continues to even inspire me, right?
Yeah.
Someone so far from his context, yet I hear this thing that he did at 16 years old, and my heart is encouraged.
Absolutely. What helps you to feel youthful? You're not 16 anymore. You're
no.
still a young man, but how do you kind of stay youthful?
Friends, laughter, cups of coffee on a Saturday afternoon, music, simple stuff.
Stopping to smell the roses.
Yeah, honestly, just simple stuff will keep you young. Just don't get so tied up in the grown-up world. I mean, all that stuff is not really that important when you come to the grand scheme of life,
Yeah.
Laugh a little, love a lot, and take your time.
All right. Well, thank you, David, for sharing your insights. Thank you all for joining us. Stay young. We'll see you next time
See you then.
here on Insights.